Hey guys, Tim here from timkiptutorials.com and welcome to another Android development tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the life cycle of an Android activity. So you might be asking, what is a life cycle? The life cycle of an Android activity is created in this nice little dialog chart over here from the developer website. So you can see when your activity is launched here in the blue, it goes through a process of methods. We have an onCreate method, onStart, and onResume, and then your activity is officially running. So if you remember over here on the left, we have been using, I just have a basic project set up, and you can notice that we have an onCreate method here. So what this is doing is as your activity is launched, it's running this onCreate method. So anything inside of here, so right now we have the super.onCreate method, and then we have a setContentView method, which is passing in the layout for our activity. All of that is executed, and then it will move on to onStart, which is not implemented in this activity on the left. So once your activity is running, whenever, say, your phone gets a phone call or you launch a new screen, it's going to hit on pause. So that's where you'd want to do like all of your saving of your information, if you're filling in text boxes, your position in a list, stuff like that. And once your application is no longer visible to the user, it calls onStop. Now from onStop, your activity is still in the memory. It's just in the background. It's called, Android puts it into a backstack. So if your phone ends up needing more memory, your application has the potential of being killed. So to free up more memory so your phone can use the memory for other resources. So when that happens, once you launch your app again, it's going to go back up and it's going to start your app all over and run onCreate. If you're in onStop and your user navigates back to the activity and it has not been killed yet, then it's going to go to onRestart, and that's going to start from the onStart method. Same thing as if you're in onPaused and your user returns your activity, it's going to call onResume. And then once your activity is stopped and either you can manually finish your application, which closes your activity, it will call onDestroy, and then your activity is shut down and can no longer be accessed until you restart your activity again. Then it will start from the very top and go through onCreate, onStart, onResume, and then your activity is running again. So you can sort of follow this chart and see where it goes and what section of the flow you're in. So if you're on pause and you go back to your activity, it's going to go all the way up to onResume, and so on. And so in our next tutorial, I'm going to give a quick demonstration of how to implement all of these methods, and then we will run the activity and we'll log out into our console, or they call it the logcat, and we can see exactly when these fire off and as what is happening on the device. So I hope you enjoyed this short tutorial on the activity life cycle for an Android application. See you next time.